Hi, I'm Jamie Kubota from San Jose State, the Nutrition, Food Science, and Packaging Department. I have Kelly with me, my sidekick, my TA, and my graduate student assistant.
An overall foodie buddy.
An overall foodie buddy. Today we're going to walk through a couple of salads. So this is one of those great things. If you have some extra time, we know that most college students are pressed for time. This is a barrier to cooking. But if you do have some extra time, if you can sit down and do some prep ahead of time, so do some chopping, put some things together that you can then assemble from, you can then make meals much more easily during the week when you're busy. Okay, so we're going to walk you through a couple of different salads that we've got prepped here. Got some lovely veggies prepped, some of our rotisserie chicken cut, and then some other toppings. So 2 different salads. One, we're going to do a chopped salad. I've got what I love are these boxes or bags of salad. You know, would I love to buy a whole thing of salad? Yes, and to wash it, but I know we don't always have time. The nice thing about these types of products, we call them convenience products, is that they're ready to go. They've been triple washed. You don't have to worry too much about them, and you can go ahead and use them straight out of the bag.
Can't tell you how many times as a busy mom, I've gone to the grocery store, grabbed a rotisserie chicken and a bagged salad, and it became dinner very quickly with a loaf of bread.
And these can quickly become the base of your salad. So I'm going to do what I like to do is a bit, if I have it, half and half.
Yep.
So there's my lettuce. And then I'm also bumping it up by adding in some spinach. Okay.
Spinach.
So you can do a little bit of each. You could do one or the other. Whatever you have is fine. But I do like to add in as many different vegetables as we can, because that's one of the keys to a healthy diet.
Right, and a mix of a boulder green is nice too. They've got different textures, they've got different flavors. It's not just about nutrition, it's that it tastes really good.
And I've got a nice little bed here for salads. I'm going to set one aside, and we'll start with one salad here. So thinking about our chopped salad, so having a variety of different chopped salads, we're going to make what we call a composed salad, which means that we're going to lay our ingredients on in a very orderly fashion, and then once you're ready to eat, you can toss it up. So we're going to start with our chicken, because we have some nice pieces of chicken. They're kind of big, so you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to break it up just a little bit as I put it here.
Because you can customize it, you know,
Yep.
however it is, you can fix it the way you like it.
And if you are not, or if you're a vegetarian, if you're not a meat eater, you could have put beans in place of this. Some garbanzo beans would be nice.
Kidney beans are also
Kidney beans
lovely.
would be nice. And we did butcher this chicken ourselves, and we have a little piece of bone.
Oh.
So the nice thing is you can catch those as you're shredding, okay? I'm also bumping this up. I'm making this into really a full meal by adding in a little extra protein. So I've got some hard-cooked egg, and I'm gonna add a little bit of hard-cooked egg here. And I like having hard-cooked eggs around for stuff like this, to make egg salad, but also as a grab-and-go breakfast. It's really nice. And so whether you're cooking 2 or you're cooking 10, they take the same amount of time. So you might as well make a bunch, okay? We've got some nice chopped red pepper. So I'm gonna add in some red pepper.
Oh, the color.
The color's looking good.
Yeah.
And we happen to have yellow pepper also. So we're gonna make this super colorful. We're gonna add in some yellow pepper. And then we're gonna add in some more green, because we have some cucumber ready to go.
Always refreshing.
Very. Love the cucumber. And then we have something here too. We happen to have from another meal that we made. We have some chopped artichokes, and these just came right out of a can. They were artichokes in spring water.
Just marinated artichoke hearts
Yep.
in spring water.
Yep. And they add a lot of flavor.
But
and
it's a pantry item you can keep on hand.
exactly, to add a lot of flavor
Yes.
in. It makes things interesting. So we're going to add that into our
Plus we're from
salad as
California.
well.
Artichoke.
We are the artichoke capital of the world, actually.
Yes.
A lot of artichokes are grown down in Hollister area or
And
Watsonville,
famously,
Castroville.
And a fun tip, a former Castroville artichoke queen
You are?
was Marilyn Monroe.
Oh, I thought you were going to tell me you were, and I was like, really? You never told me that before. Marilyn
That
Monroe,
would have
okay.
been a kicker, wouldn't it?
That's so funny. I'm just going to add something because I have a little space left, and I have it here. I'm going to add a little bit of shredded cheese, and this happens to be cheddar, but whatever cheese you
Because a
had.
chef pours a vacuum.
Wait. We need. So we have a nice colorful salad here. And this is
pretty.
what would be termed a compote salad because we've arranged it nicely, but also a chopped salad because everything is chopped. Sometimes people would chop that right into the lettuce and make everything shredded, but here we go. Now, for this, we're going to make...
That's a giant meal. It's lovely.
That's a full meal. To me, that's dinner. Have a few crackers, and that to me is a full meal. So we're missing the dressing.
Okay.
This is undressed. It's naked.
Can't have that.
We cannot have a naked salad. So we're going to make a quick little vinaigrette.
All right.
And you know what? Vinaigrette is simply, all you really need is some sort of oil and some sort of acid or vinegar. So you could do this with a lemon. You can use vinegar. That's all you need, a little salt and pepper, and that's it. And it's usually in the French world where vinaigrette was born. It's usually about 3 parts of acid. 3 parts of oil to 1 part of acid. I like mine a little brighter, so I usually do 2 to 2.
Yeah.
2 to 1. So I do 2 parts of oil to 1 part of vinegar.
Especially with your really bold greens, they can take a sharper dressing.
Yeah, and you don't need quite that much oil. I tend to like it that way. So that's about what I'm going to do today.
And what else do the French do that's different?
They might add in other things to add flavor and to emulsify their vinaigrette. So there's your scientific term for the day, emulsification. We're going to add in a little bit of mustard because number 1, it adds flavor. And number 2, it's a source of lecithin, which is a very strong emulsifying agent. So it's going to help our vinaigrette to hold.
That's right, and an emulsifier is just something that'll keep 2 things together that don't want to be together.
2 immiscible liquids can combine with the help of an emulsifier. So we added a little bit of our mustard, and now I'm going to add in a little bit of red wine vinegar. And I'm just eyeballing this. So it is in a measuring cup, so I could be very precise. But all I want to do is make sure that I get 2 times the amount of oil as I have vinegar here. So since I've got about that much vinegar, I'm going to add in about that much oil. And that's going to be our dressing.
And this is just red wine vinegar and extra virgin olive oil.
Yep. And you can use any vinegar you have or that you like. So red wine vinegar is really nice. A splash of balsamic would be nice. Cider
White
vinegar,
wine vinegar is
white wine
lovely.
vinegar, cider vinegar, rice wine vinegar, really any vinegar, or that lemon juice and lime juice. So I'm going to put in a little bit of salt and pepper too, because I need to season it. So a little pinch of salt and pepper. While I'm at it, I'm just going to put just a tiny touch of salt on my salad. I'm a salter, I'm a chef. It's a hard thing for me not to do.
You'll notice that Chef Jamie seasoned from on high so that she got full coverage.
Yes, that's one thing that people tend to do is just throw it in, and then it comes onto one spot, and that spot may have too much or may have enough, and then the rest of it may not have.
That could be one really salty bite.
Yes,
Yeah.
You want to be careful with that. So I'm using a fork to just stir this together, and you'll start to see that it's going to come together, and eventually it'll hold. Now vinaigrette is typically called what we call a temporary emulsion, which means that it will separate. So I'm going to bring it together like this, and I can use it. If I were to let this sit for a while, it would separate, and that's natural. The mustard's going to help it to stay together a little bit longer, but it still likely is going to separate. So you'll just, if you make this ahead of time, or if you take this to school, right? If I were to put this into my Tupperware, what I would do is I would get a small little jar or a small little Tupperware container, and I would put my vinaigrette in it and take them separately so that when I'm ready to eat, I could dress them.
Yeah,
but I would need to shake it up really well.
Yeah, and even when this separates, all you have to do is stir it or shake it, and it comes right back together again. It's perfectly good.
And another good thing to do, we're doing this in a little measuring cup, but you can also just do this in a jar. So you can put all your ingredients in a jar, just shake them up. That's actually the easiest way to do it, because then you can throw the jar in your refrigerator with all the leftovers, and you're good to go.
That's how the vinaigrette lives in my fridge. It's just in a little simple jar, a little half-pint jar.
So here we go. We're just going to dress this, and I made more than I needed. So this bit of vinaigrette, I'm going to transfer to a container and store it in my refrigerator, and I've got salad dressing for another day. But we can toss this together. And you'll see that we've got a lovely salad, and this is certainly, with all that protein, all these vegetables, this is a main dish salad. Whoops.
Whee!
Got an escapee.
We have a runner. Okay.
Look So I'm gonna have Kelly taste and see if we need any additional seasoning or not.
Well,
Grab a
I'm
good
gonna go
bite.
in with your fork. And it needs a little black pepper.
So we can add a little black pepper.
But the salt is right. The salt is in balance with the acid. So that's the balance you're looking for in salad dressings, is that if it's a little too acidic, add just a baby bit of salt. It'll round it out, and it tastes really good that way.
And sometimes you make a mess, and that's totally okay.
Well, that means you're having fun.
Having fun in the kitchen. Okay, salad number 2. Can you bring us back our second bowl? Salad number 2, we were going to do more of a taco style salad. So what I have here is we've got our chicken. We're going to add some chicken on.
Apparently you're not going to escape the chicken at this
We're not
point.
going to escape the chicken because we are using our rotisserie chicken in as many ways as we possibly can to show you exactly how useful and convenient and versatile
And economical.
and economical that chicken can be. So that was a good, little portion of chicken, right? So standard portion of meat in the United States, we tend to eat too much meat. But a standard portion of meat would be about 2 to 3 ounces. So that's what I've got there.
That's a couple ounces.
Yeah, but there's a good bite of chicken in every bite. There's plenty in, suits
I mean,
suits my taste.
It does. You see plenty of chunks of chicken in
Yes. And now I've got some beans, and these were just canned beans that were rinsed. Okay, we're gonna add some beans on here. And what would go nicely with this taco salad would be some of our peppers. So I'm going to steal some more of our peppers because peppers are lovely in a taco salad, along with some nice sliced red onion. Okay, we could do a little tomato, and I might, just run my knife through these tomatoes to make them more bite-sized for my salad. Got some nice tomatoes as well. And then little cheese, because most people enjoy cheese on their taco salad. And then instead of croutons, we're going to do crushed tortilla chips. So we're going to throw some crushed tortilla chips over the top of this.
Sprinkles.
And that gives it a nice crunch as well. And then the dressing for this is going to be fun. Just Greek yogurt and salsa. There's a lot of moisture in that. We put a little bit on top of our salad and we toss it and it's good to go. You could also mix these up, like I could mix these together and make it more of a dressing.
Or something in between.
Or something in between.
We're all doing this. We're doing this quickly and we're not trying to be too finicky about it.
Nope. And I'm just kind of playing with it, right? So,
We're having a good time.
you know what? We're gonna do a little taste.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You happy?
I don't
Okay.
even think I need to add salt and pepper to that because the salsa already was
I
seasoned.
mean, that is all the seasoning
Yep.
already. It's
So
all
I'm not
there.
going to add any salt and pepper. I'm just going to pour this over the top. And again, if I was taking this to school, I would take that separately in a little Tupperware so that I could dress this when I was ready to eat.
Yeah.
Let's see if I've got enough of the dressing. So that's almost like, what it reminds me of is like a salsa ranch without
is,
without
only-
the ranch. We've just added that
But
yogurt.
it's just very simple. It's just a plain yogurt.
And then we'll toss that nicely. So if I was taking this to school as well, you could just put that into your Tupperware, put the top back on and shake it.
Yep.
You've got your own homemade salad shaker and you're good to go. Okay, so yum. We have
Good one.
2 really good main dish chicken salads that were quick and easy to assemble because we did a little bit of meal prepping ahead of time. I'm just cleaning up my bowl because that's what we're taught to do. Let's see. Can we have the other salad back, Kelly?
So, there's the view of the nice salads.
Taco salad and a lovely chopped salad.
Perfection. Must be lunchtime.